Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing Highway Blossoms again because this game is it's pretty interesting, and yeah, we're going to continue from where we left off.
Come
Just
on,
right here.
let's go cash in a favor.
Oh yeah, the favor for the thing. Yeah, because they promised us the favor, Tess, Joe, and what's her face? Maria.
It sure was nice for Mariah and her friends to let us use some of their equipment.
Oh, we're climbing up the mountain. Okay, that's nice.
Only after that Joseph guy begged her to.
Okay, Joseph, not Joe. I paused to look around. We decided to wait until nightfall to go look around some more. It's like an entirely different world the further you get from insanity, quiet, and calm. The only lights are the stars and the faint glow of the campground, the campers and motorhome flickering in the distance. Marina fiddles with the metal detector headphones, removing them halfway.
The beeping's loud. What was that?
Forget it, I'm not playing that game. Just keep listening.
Oh!
Did you find something?
I think so. It's over here.
I set aside my shovel and throw myself to the ground, clawing at the sand. A shiny speck sticks out the ground. Frantically, I dig it up.
Is it the gold?
It's...
I scrape harder.
It's...
Finally, I unearth it and hold it to the
a
starlight.
soda tab.
Good job.
Damn it! This is the 5th one!
If we find any more, we could start making a curtain out of them.
That's really not the time. I send the tab flying, speeding off over the dikes.
Maybe we should call it a night. I'm sure we can find it once we're fresh in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. We can only do it now because Parks and Recreation isn't paying as much attention.
Though even now, someone's still guarding the area near the campground. The rocks give us some cover, so I don't think we'll be spotted. But we still need to be careful.
Keep looking for a little while. If we can't find anything, we might want to assume the worst.
Which there is no treasure. Her face arches with hopelessness.
That somebody else found it?
That it doesn't exist. Jeez, it's like you've never even considered that it might not be real.
But Mariah...
Yeah, I know.
I grab my shovel, swing it back over my shoulders as we walk. We stay as close to the mountain range as possible.
Why are you so gung-ho about this thing anyway? If you're just in it for the cash, there are better ways to make money than dragging yourself around the desert.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just...
Her voice travels off. It's hung over us, never fully evaporating into this cool night air.
It's okay. Don't feel like you have to tell me.
We both have things we don't want to talk about. That's becoming very clear. At least Marina doesn't swerve off the road so she can go pout. I just don't want to think about it. All I've been doing for the last month is thinking about it. I almost wish my brain would quit working so I wouldn't have to. So naturally, I take a long, lonely trip, with nothing to do except think.
Amber, it's happening again!
Marina stops, hands quivering at she tightens her grip.
I swear, if this is another soda tab...
I don't think it is. The beeping is really loud, and it's vibrating a lot.
Wait, it's vibrating?
Uh-huh. It feels weird.
The metal detector hovers over the ground between rock and sand. I thrust my shovel into the spot, and the metal scraping against the edge of the dike. Planting my foot on the shovel's head, I drive further into the ground, and every ounce of my strength is to dig. The first load of dirt, sand unclenches from the ground, loosening the earth around it. I throw the load aside and repeat the process. Each time it's a little easier, a little lighter. Finally, the shovel strikes something hard, sending a shock vibration through my hand and top the entire body.
Bedrock?
I haven't dug that deep.
Bedrock would not be for a really long time. Dropping to my knees, I reach my hand into a hole and brush off the remaining dirt. Marina leans in. The sound of her anxiously swallowing is barely audible over my heavy breathing. My fingers brush against something and go pull out the hole's intent a small rotting wood box. My heart stops. Suddenly, I open the box and leftover dirt falling into my lap. Gold.
It exists? It exists?
We found it. Yeah.
It exists!
Mariana yells at the top of her lungs, and Leona Algae bounces off the mountain, echoing off to the horizon and then back again. Marina has been unleashed.
Not so loud. They might hear us.
Yeah. She lowers her voice to extend a whisper, channeling her energy to bounce it up and down.
It exists! I told you it did.
She's right, and despite being wrong, I can't help but smile. Here I thought it was going to be some plastic treasure chest with a coupon for chocolate milk inside it, or something equally shameless and copper. My only worm is a quick gust of wind. Before I even have a chance to brace her, I am engulfed by Marina and her hug.
What?
The music's good. I like it.
It's real! I told you it was! I told you!
I told you I stopped for a second, then smile.
Yeah, you were right. It's real.
Should we tell someone? What do we even do now?
Honestly,
Just keep it and split it, yeah.
I'm not sure. It's getting pretty late though. Let's pack it up for the night. We can think about what to do in the morning.
For now, we can just marvel at the fact that it's not bogus.
Sound like a plan?
It does, but
Chase a deep, long breath, inhaling all the air around, and maybe even some mind, then releases it all at once.
it's actually really real!
She just told you not to scream a minute ago.
Shh! Marina, quiet! They're gonna hear us.
Yeah. And then they find us. Hey. Oh, or not. Yay, we did it. It's actually really nice. A thunderous banging wakes me up from the dead sleep, rattling the entire motorhome.
I know you two are in there. You thieves better not still be sleeping.
Thieves? Oh, did we steal it? The muffled shout leaks in front of the outside, followed by another voice.
It's not even 7. Can I go back to bed?
And another voice.
You're better off just rolling with it. For her, it may as well be noon.
Open up, or I swear Joe's gonna bust down the store.
Wait, what?
Do you wonder who could this be? I roll out of bed and open the slider connecting to our other rooms. Marina's still pressed up against the back of the fold-out bed with the sheets over her head.
What do you think it is?
Who do you
Take
think?
a wild guess.
I march over and throw open the door as I expect my 3 favorite seats to stand before me.
Time. Do you have any idea how long we've been out here?
A gravity test sways from side to side. Joe's gentle hands are the only thing preventing her from passing out onto the ground.
It's funny that you, of all people, would accuse us of theft.
What else would you call what happened to my equipment?
I don't know. Borrowing? You loaned it to us, remember?
Correction. Joe loaned it to you.
Jessica gives a tired smirk and a wave.
I was forced to sit idly by and watch you make off with it. That's theft if I ever seen it.
But he let us borrow it. It's so stupid. She pushes me aside and clampets in Merle, followed by the other two.
Looks like we're coming in.
Good morning. Hey, you three. Morning. How are you guys doing?
Tired. For what it's worth, we tried stopping her.
Marina stops in the middle of the motorhome, analyzing everything before a really loud scoff.
So where's my stuff?
If you don't get out of my RV in 5 seconds, it'll be shoved up your ass.
Don't worry about it. You guys are great. Hey, Tess. Did you hang up your new wind chime?
Tess' eyes flicker into the interval of a second, then return into the absent droopy state.
Above my bed.
What's up with the fold out? You two don't sleep together?
What?
Told ya.
Damn it.
Oh, they thought. Grumbling, Maria pulls a bill from her pocket and slaps it into Joe's hand.
Does that mean we get to sleep in tomorrow morning?
Sure does, kiddo. Sure does.
The ringleader of the circus returns to inspecting the home, fiddling with the magnet of the
Anyway,
fridge.
give me back my equipment and we'll get out of your hair.
Come on, just let them use it. It's the least we can do after tearing apart her car.
Maria's attention turns to the corner, topped with a box of the stunning golden nuggets from the night before. Oh no.
And whose fault was that? What is this?
Oh no.
What is what?
The thing on the counter?
It almost
It almost looks like...
Oh, that's the piece of the treasure we found.
Yeah, stuff happened. Very, very climax here. That's a piece of treasure. Why would you? You're
right.
right. You're
You're
kidding. Oh wait.
kidding.
Does it not? Doesn't work. I'm really gonna be annoyed. Is there no audio? She chuckles. She stops.
She's
Oh,
kidding, right?
okay. Oh, god damn it. I'm back again. Yeah, stuff. I have a devious thought and cracked an equally devious smile.
Nope. She's telling the truth. 100%.
Why would you tell them that? They're gonna want it. Everybody overrun Maria and bring her close. Joseph and Tess shoot out each other alarmed glances.
We found it last night. With your equipment.
She stands there, stupefied.
No, that's impossible. You're lying.
Really now? Hey Marina, why don't you tell her about it?
Sure thing!
Oh no.
It started yesterday after we met. Amber looked at the journal again and thought it might be near the smaller rocks behind the bigger one. They're called dikes, I think.
Yeah, she's wrong.
Anyway, turns out she was right!
Marina looked down, muttering to herself.
But how? Why wouldn't he just hide it on the mountain? It doesn't make sense. If he was going back to Missouri...
Her voice diminishes until her words are reduced to lip flaps, like a mad scientist trying to figure out a complex equation. She retreats into her own little world.
Mariah?
A smidge of swimming buds inside me. I look at Joseph and Tess. Even they look a little shocked.
Is she gonna be okay?
I honestly don't know.
Oh no. Tess approaches Maria, who is still whispering nonsense under her breath. Nonchalantly, Tess hops in front of her, and her hands reaching upwards, trying to wave into in front of Maria, bring her back into our world. No response. Tess pulls Maria's arms skyward, and then allows them to flop down to her side. Still no response.
You know, we've been looking into that treasure since we were kids.
Joseph steps out of the counter and stares into a box.
Never expected someone else to find it before us.
That's more than I can say. I didn't even think it existed.
There's that too.
He sighs, then his shrug cracked a smile.
Well, good job anyway. You ladies seem cool, so if it couldn't be us, then at least it was you.
Good job.
You guys want to stick around? We could tell you more about it.
Oh no. Why? He looks at Maria.
Somehow, I don't think that would be healthy for her. Or you.
He grabs Mariah by the shoulders and begins pushing her towards the exit.
Come on, Mariah. Let's go make you a nice cold michelada. You two can keep the equipment. Think of it as an apology gift.
Because she only made tools that can get in any hardware store of equal value to the car. They're almost out of motorhomes when Mariah flips and rushes back.
Hold on a minute, thief!
I saw this coming. She looks at me straight in the eyes, her expression is returning to a piercing
You
hawk.
just had beginner's luck. You might have found the first piece, but I promise you, me and my team will find the rest.
She shakes her hands and smirks. I pause for a moment, then grab in and offer a smirk of our own.
You're on.
Marina and Joseph both look at a sign of release after they just witnessed the signing of a peace treaty.
Well, guess that takes care of that.
Now let's get out of here and go back to a proper base.
Are you going to drink until you feel better again, sis?
Shut up! Didn't Mom ever teach you any manners?
You always said Mom is an airheaded ditz who wouldn't know good advice or a good man if it bit her on the butt.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for all the trouble, ladies. See you two down the road.
Yep. Joseph pulls down the door, closes Marina, and I stay put, bickering, and a trio fades into the distance.
Were you serious?
About what?
The treasure. You told Mariah that you were gonna find the rest. If you were just being nice and wanna leave now, that's fine too. You've already done a lot for me.
She casts her eyes downward to emotions, but I know better by now.
And let you keep all the treasure for yourself? Hell no.
Yeah, we all saw this coming, and now they're gonna be a team, and then we'll go find her. Eyes bugs back.
Besides, someone's gotta keep you from getting yourself into trouble. May as well be me.
For real? But don't you have the
It's
Volto
still
go to?
a little while away. I wanted to do some sightseeing anyway.
Marina lunges forward. Before I go step side, she tackles me with the force of gold-filled freight train. I couldn't even try to resist this full embrace of Marina's hugs.
Thank you, 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 thank you!
Actually, I probably owe you an apology.
She cocks her head and looks at me, and I look away, my bashful side taking over.
Well, you know, I kept saying it wasn't real and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. Most people wouldn't have given me the time of day.
Yeah, but
Relax. Just figure out where we have to go next.
I smile. We walk to the front of the RV and take our seats, grabbing the journal from the glove compartment. I flip it open. I listen for the second last entry. Keys phrased like a split path detour and acres of identical arched stone. Throw my brain to deep end, drowning me into a drizzling puzzle before I even fully read it. Marina peeks over, trying to decipher the entries with me. I speak of advocacy. I'm sorry. Crawls up into side me, and I quickly flip into the next entry before Marina noise I'm stuck. I deal with that later, but for now we'll just narrow this down. Much has happened since my last entry, so let me waste no time. In the beginning, as I mentioned previously, I'd begin to develop of cough sites. During my travels at the time, I thought nothing of it, just relaxed being overexposed to the elements. After all, a handsomely rugged and worldly man such as myself should be used to such things, but I just digress. Fortunately, that more I continue to blaze sound, the more conditions worsened. Until finally my body gave out. The last thing I remember is falling off my steep. Sometime later, I woke next to the fire with my horse nearby. I myself could not move. I was held down. Illness and sweat, but I reassured my man sitting across from me. Upon further inspection, I realized he was a native of the land. I had several encounters with people as such during my time on the wagon trail, so naturally I was suspicious and fearful of their manner of gold. However, the man said he had no interest in such things. A dry, quiet fellow, the man told me the name was Lamazi, and that I had a canyon as people occupied although they had driven in a different segment of some years back. His English was quite fluent, and when I inquired, he said he learned from the settlers as a boy. Over the next several days, Lamji would nurse me back to health, and we never strayed too far, as he preferred looking after his and strayed tribe from the distance, but I was able to expose portions of it entirely. I stumbled upon a long ruined home built into a cave on the side of Natu. According to Lamaze, there are many more like it. Although they originally belonged to Emmy, so the ancestor was like them. I realized where I would leave the next portion of my bounty. On the last day with them, I informed Lamzi of the plans where he casually promised to guard it off me until I returned, but before I left, he pointed me in the direction of a sacred relic marked one so giant and huge it could seemingly be conspicuous and inconspicuous hiding place. With that in my knowledge, I bid farewell to a new friend and trust in the gold of his care. Perhaps I will reward him with some of it in the return trip.
You're my Lamessi, Amber.
Suddenly, my chest feels like a hummingbird is flying around it. I shift my eyes away from her smile and hide my face.
Thanks.
Oh, that's nice. When you shift away from the circumstance, I guess I did save and protect her from the wrongs that God did with the mining.
Gorgeous like a canyon, right?
Marina leans in closer and points to the entry, stared over her hair, tickling my cheek. I scoot back and power through it, take a sharp breath to collect myself.
Basically, yeah.
Marina nearly springs out of her seat and bursts the realization her head an inch away from smacking
Oh my
sincerely.
god. Does that mean we get to go to the Grand Canyon? Do we get to go to the Grand Canyon, Amber?
Not unless history decides to rewrite itself.
Nice.
There are lots of canyons with ruins. One of them is the Grand Canyon, but most of them have been cleaned out for hundreds of years.
I choked down a growing Indian ruins. Exactly where it is around here. Maybe that's the other entry wasn't so bad after all.
So we're looking for a place that was still being used in the 1850s.
Marina hunkers down and thinks with me. Wrinkles forming on the floor, and she tries to straighten out of the answer. Trying to answer. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know where to start, but at least she's trying.
Well, there is one place.
Marina hardly gets to breathe out before I crush her dreams once again.
Not the Grand Canyon.
Oh, she slinks back into her chair and quietly pouts.
It's still in Arizona, but it's a different place. Canyon de Chelly. The Navajo weren't chased out until 1863, so the timing isn't too screwy. Place is loaded with ruins, too.
Nice.
Oh, are they Pueblo in ruins?
My flow of information stops, so she knows what I'm talking about. She can pronounce it.
Yeah. I'm surprised you know that.
Yeah, same.
Yep, I've been reading some of those travel guides lying around. Super interesting.
Oh, nice. Those things must have been old as I am now. I don't have the heart to throw them away when I was cleaning everything out.
Hey, that's how I did it. It's the best way to learn. Anyway, Canyon de Chelly is pretty damn close to here.
She gasped.
So it might have lined up with the route he took.
Well, I can't be 100% positive, but...
It's definitely possible. I closed my eyes and snapped the book shut, and the air between the covers puffering out on us, and then with one eye shut, shoot a Marina
I'm
grin.
pretty sure.
That's nice. And then we end? Yeah, this is where we're gonna end the video. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave anything. And if you don't know, then leave a comment saying I don't know. If you had any criticism, leave in the comments. If you had any positive things, leave in the comments. And as well, follow my Discord link in the description below. Have a good day.